Good afternoon, everybody on YouTube. This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Hey, guys. We're working on this Panasonic DVC Pro, and it's a model AJ-D70. Okay? And these are very common for having bad mechanisms due to the fact of dirt and all kinds of buildup. As you can see, I did get this one playing. This loading carriage is going to have to be taken out completely. This thing's a real mess. I mean, it's very, very dirty. It's a very good machine. It's got good audio and everything else. Yeah, there's just no question that it's going to have a little bit of an overhaul. You can get these relatively cheap on eBay, but they don't work. That's why people sell them for $50 or $100. You know, it's ridiculous. Like I said, guys, I either I get machines or equipment for nothing, or I buy it for virtually nothing and I restore it, which makes the value of the deck go as high as you can possibly imagine on some of this stuff. People need working decks. They don't need decks they're going to be fighting with every step of the way. And unfortunately, like I said, I'm one of the very few techs in the entire country that does this stuff. And so anyways, just wanted to show you guys. I'm assessing this DVC Pro, and it boils down to a very dirty, very bad loading carriage. The mechanism is very, very dirty. I got to go in here and fix this little problem and see what's causing all this. It is slipping, but we're getting some good video out of it, so that's a good thing. Like I said, you never know what's going to actually happen. It's crazy. When you get decks like this, sometimes they just do weird things, and sometimes they play weird, or they have issues, or you name it. This particular deck, they did replace 2 cards on it, because on the bottom of the unit, they have a little checklist of what they changed out on it. They changed 2 cards out on this thing, and they also changed capstan roller and a couple other things they did on this back in 2007. So there was some repair work done on this, but not very good. So I'm going to have to go in and redo this. I just thought I'd make a video to show you guys that this deck is working and fixable. It's just going to need an overhaul like all the other ones. The problem with these things is they sit in machine rooms, they get very, 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 very dirty, and they don't get re-lubricated, or maintenance. A lot of maintenance needs to be done to these, and nobody ever does it. They think just because they have a deck that it's just going to play forever, and that is not the case. You know, like I said, when you work on these things, you have to do a lot of things to get them to play. Like I said, I know the mechanism, so I know how to get the tape to actually play in the unit for testing video playback and everything else. So it does play. So it is a working unit. It's got a good video head. The cards and everything work. The color is really good. So we know it does play. So that's halfway through the battle. The next part of the battle will be just fixing the loading carriage. I know somebody might say, why bother fixing one of those? They're relatively cheap on eBay. Yes, they're cheap on eBay, but they don't work. You buy them, I mean, you pay $100 for it, and you're like, why did I buy this piece of junk? It doesn't even work. I mean, I get this all the time. Most people who buy off eBay, they send me their stuff to be serviced. So I get an awful lot of customers because of eBay and their screw-ups. So, like I said, this may be a relatively cheap deck on eBay, but they don't work. So, a service deck like this would probably be about $600, $700. But they're selling them for like $60, $50 because they don't work. So, it's pretty funny how eBay gets away with this. They sell this stuff that clearly doesn't work, and the customer is going to want their money back. I mean, it's just, they must fight this every day, with customers complaining about stuff that they buy that's complete junk. It's pretty funny though. But anyways, we got this one working, got it for free, so I guess I can't complain. Shouldn't take very long to fix the loading carriage on this thing. It does have an issue, and we'll have to figure out what's causing that problem. But we're getting good color playback on it. It's going to need a definite carriage repair. The carriage is completely screwed up on it. But it's going to need cleaning, lubrication, and all that stuff as well. But this carriage is slipping. It's not taking the tape all the way in, and it should be, and that's a big problem. So we're going to try to get this thing fixed. I happen to have this tape laying around. I figure I already had it digitized, so I'll just use it as a test. And But anyways, I want to be able to get a good jump on working on this deck. But like I said, guys, it's a really bad situation with these DVC Pros because it's a very small tape and everything else, and everything could go wrong and usually does. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video.